There's a quiet crisis happening right now, and most people don't even have the language for it. It doesn't look like a breakdown, it doesn't look like a failure, it doesn't even look like sadness. It looks like functioning. You wake up, you go to work, you reply to messages, you scroll, you sleep. And somewhere in the middle of all that, you feel nothing. Not pain, not joy, just flat. And what makes it worse is that from the outside, your life looks okay. So when you feel empty, you start thinking, maybe this is just adulthood. Maybe this is just how life is. Maybe I'm the problem. But what if emptiness isn't a flaw? What if it's a message? For me, it started when I graduated high school. I never had the financial ability to go to college, and I never really thought about any realistic passions of mine either. I went straight into a full-time job, and here I am, almost 2 years later, still at the same place. Sometimes I ask myself, am I wasting my life? Or I wonder, is it too late to do something else? Sometimes it goes even deeper than that. I ask, is it too late to actually live? We need to be precise here. Emptiness is not the same as sadness, and it's not the same as depression. Sadness hurts, and emptiness numbs. Sadness makes you cry, emptiness makes you scroll. Emptiness is what happens when your emotional system shuts down to protect you. It's your mind saying, this life doesn't feel meaningful enough to fully feel. And that's not weakness, that's self-preservation. You don't feel empty because you don't care, you feel empty because you care deeply and don't know where to put it. We live in the most stimulated generation in human history. Endless content, endless options, endless opinions, endless noise. But stimulation is not nourishment. You can eat all day and still be malnourished. And you can consume endlessly and still feel hollow. Because your mind isn't starving for entertainment, it's starving for engagement, challenge, responsibility, struggle that matters. And when you don't give your mind something meaningful to wrestle with, it turns inward. That's when emptiness shows up. When I was in high school, things felt simpler. I had a clear goal, just graduate. As long as I was moving towards that, life felt full. I could hang out, stay out late, enjoy the moment, and still feel grounded. But now without a clear direction, everything feels different. Gaming doesn't quite hit the same, partying doesn't feel the same, even the gym, something I still enjoy, doesn't fill that space completely. The things that used to distract me from feeling numb just don't work anymore. Comfort feels safe, and safety feels good, for a while. But comfort without meaning becomes a cage. We avoid discomfort because we associate it with danger, but discomfort is where growth lives. Every meaningful thing in your life, your confidence, your self-respect, your identity, it all came from discomfort. Yet modern life keeps whispering, stay comfortable, stay entertained, stay unbothered. And then we wonder why we feel disconnected from ourselves. A lot of people say, I should be happy. But happiness without meaning feels fake. It feels forced, performative, temporary. That's because happiness isn't the goal. It's the byproduct. Meaning comes first. Fulfillment follows. You don't chase happiness. You earn it by building something that matters to you. This is where things get uncomfortable. Meaning requires responsibility. Something depending on you. Something you can fail at. Something that asks something of you. Without responsibility, life feels weightless, and weightless lives feel empty. This is why people feel better when they commit to fitness, to a craft, to relationships, or even to growth. Not because it's easy, but because it gives life gravity. I wouldn't say my life has some clear, grand meaning yet, but I do have responsibility now. People who rely on me, people I care about, people I want to impact in a positive way. Just because I don't have a big milestone like graduating anymore, doesn't mean my life has less value. My meaning right now comes from being dependable and from showing up. A lot of emptiness comes from indecision, not knowing what you want, not choosing a direction, not committing. We're terrified of choosing wrong, so we choose nothing. But nothing is still a choice, and it's the one that empties you the fastest. Choosing something, anything, creates momentum, identity, meaning. Most people get stuck searching for passion, but passion is unreliable. Alignment is sustainable. Alignment means your actions match your values, your effort matches your beliefs, your life reflects who you are becoming. When those things don't align, emptiness grows. I realized my life wasn't aligned the moment I started working full-time. I knew almost immediately that this isn't what I wanted long-term. That awareness didn't fix everything, but it mattered. because even recognizing misalignment is the first step towards change. Growth isolates you at first. You outgrow distractions, you outgrow people, you outgrow old versions of yourself, and loneliness fills the space they leave behind. But loneliness isn't a sign you're failing, it's a sign you're transitioning. Every transformation begins with emptiness, before identity, before direction, even before purpose. Emptiness is the clearing, the silence before rebuilding. Most people run from it, but the ones who don't, they change their lives. I may still be at a job that makes me feel stuck sometimes, but I'm finally following something that feels real to me, helping people. It would feel like a waste not to use my experiences, the confusion, the numbness, the uncertainty, to help someone else feel less alone in theirs. Right now, I'm learning how to be happier where I am. Not because I'm settling, but because I'm growing while I wait. I'm finding ways to make life feel meaningful now, while I work towards something better. And maybe that's the part no one tells you. You don't have to have everything figured out to start living. If you feel empty, don't numb it. Don't ignore it. Don't even shame it. Listen to it. It's not telling you to give up, it's telling you to grow. Your life isn't meaningless, it's unfinished. And the fact that you feel this way means you're ready to build something real. Emptiness isn't the end of your story, it's the moment before it becomes yours. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me, guys. I cannot thank you enough for getting me to 150 subs. I appreciate every single one of you. I love reading you guys' comments, and I hope I impact you in a way that helps you. You know, I love you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.